If it got to it, could you do cannibalism to survive?
Oh God.
Well, first, can you do cannibalism on somebody you don't know?
Somebody I don't know?
Yeah, total stranger. Maybe even you think they might be a bad person, so the loss of them wouldn't be that meaningful to you. But could you eat?
Are they gonna be like cooked and seasoned?
Oh yeah, you can cook. Get some butt meat, throw it on your fire that you just made. Could you eat some butt meat?
I mean, if it's like life or death, I'm gonna die. I feel like I would have to.
Okay. Could you eat a friend or somebody that you knew?
Are they dead? Anyway,
You'd have to send them off.
I'd have to kill them.
It's survival.
Oh God.
But they told you we got a duel, and if I win, I'm going to eat you. So would you be able to eat the friend that you know if you don't say yes, they're going to?
This is like the movie Saw. I have that same feeling of like, oh my God, could I do this horrific thing to save my life?
Could you eat your friend knowing that if you lose the duel, they're going to eat you?
I feel like I have no choice. I'm going to have to.
Eating a friend. Eating a pet. Would you be able to eat your pet?
Aww. Probably.
Yeah? How about a family member? Would you be able to eat your husband or your kids?
I don't like this topic.
Would you be able to? This is a...
If it were my kids, I would probably say, let me die and you guys eat me.
Okay.
If it were my husband, I don't want to, but I mean, if he were like,
judging you.
We gotta feed the kids.
Yeah, like would it be one of those things where like there's no other around and we're running out of meat? We'll take my leg today, we'll hack it off, and then I can still stay alive, but we can all eat my leg.
I'm gonna have so many nightmares tonight. Like I'm gonna dream about this. I just know it.
Okay.
My heart rate is increasing. Like thinking about this.
Well, it's important. If you're going to be a prepper, you have to know what you'd be willing to do before it happens. So,
I don't think I'll be much of a prepper.
So what about your raiding ability? To be able to go out to places that may be more prepared than you, and you weren't prepared, so you have to then kill them and take their stuff. Or not even kill them, but just take their, hold them at gunpoint and take their stuff.
I'd be screwed, I think. I'd be screwed. Because that's not, I mean, I guess if it's survival, I may be different. But the Kelin of today would be like, could I please have some of your stuff?
You've watched enough dystopian stories to know that that's not going to be effective.
Yeah.
Right?
I watch a lot of Naked and Afraid, too, where you got to survive and live off of eating things and... oh God. It's like Naked and Afraid and The Purge all in one.
So if you weren't doing well, right, and you were going to be gone, would you do it yourself or would you let it happen the way it's going to happen?
I feel like I would let it happen.
Let it happen? You'd take it right to the end, even if it's painful.
Like you're talking about like I've come down with something. It's killing me.
No. You're in end times. You've already eaten your husband. Your dog's gone. There's no more resources.
There's no food.
There's no food. There's really, you can't see an end. You don't have your potatoes growing.
I'm gonna starve to death.
Yes, starve to death, and maybe there's still a contagion that's gonna creep up on you. But let's just say it's not even that. You're just gonna run out of resources and expire that way. Waste away into nothing. No water, dehydration, sick.
Well, you would like pass out eventually, wouldn't you?
I'm sure that will be part of it. But the real question, would you end it while you were still in a state where you could do it, or would you let it happen naturally?
I feel like I would let it happen naturally with a shred of hope that something will come to my aid while I'm waiting.
Because that would be the fear if you off yourself.
Yes!
That like 2 minutes, the rescue truck was going to get there.
How many movies have you seen that that's the case? And you're like, just wait, they're coming. Like Romeo and Juliet. If she had just waited, or he would have just waited, like all those instances, I would have said, all right, what's the worst that can happen? I pass out. You're eventually just going to become unconscious, and then you feel nothing, I guess, until you die. Or you end it or you try to end it, you screw that up, and now you're really bad off.
Because now you're suffering.
Yes.
And you're going to end.
Yes, if you
painfully.
don't do it properly, you really screw yourself. You still die, but now it's awful. Or help was coming, and yeah, so just
Too
let it
late after
happen.
that. So last question on this one. We started talking about space, and we somehow ended up on ways that we were going to die or kill.
Anxiety. Okay.
All right, so if you were in this situation, this is preference, okay?
Okay.
So it's the end of times. Nothing. Would you rather be by yourself, just with your family, or part of a community? Which do you think would pose the best benefit of survival? You on your own, you with your family, or you and your family with an entire community?
100% not on my own, so that's out. Me and my family, or my family and a community?
Yeah, those two things. Just your family or your family with a community.
I feel like a community. I know that's not what you think, but I feel like...
Why? What would happen in a community when resources are scarce?
Oh, they're going to steal from you. They're going to kill you. They're going to take your stuff.
Usually
They're
people
gonna...
who will say the community are the toughest, right? Because the survival within a community means that you're not going to be the weakest lamb that's going to be the first to go. So the first to go people, stay with your family and stay on your own because you're the first to get eaten. 100%.
Yeah.
You're the first to die. If you're the strongest badass that there is, you might be able to own that community. So you never know.
I guess I'm just an incurable optimist that I think a community will be made up of good people that want to come up with a solution.
And that is why
work
you're
together.
going to die.
I know.
My preparation has to come with a bit of
So
cynicism.
naive. I will die first, but I will die thinking people are good
AKA
and hoping for the best.
being wrong.